I'm going to show you how to add a Wikipedia citation to any article. Anytime you add content to an article, you're going to need to source it or cite it, and here's how you do that. When you edit an article, click Edit up here on the top right. It will usually bring you directly to a source editor. I personally prefer to use the visual editor, so where this pencil is, you can just click down and click visual editing. It's a little more user-friendly and easier to navigate. So let's say we just added in this content right here and we want to add a source for it. You will just click at the end of the content that you just added, come up here to these quotation marks, which are the citation marks. This link right here is a wiki link, so you don't want to click that, you'll click cite. It might give you a notification that they have to be verifiable. Just click OK, got that. And it's going to bring up this box right here. You can try to automatically add a citation, and I will show you what that looks like. I prefer not to use them. I don't always find them to be incredibly accurate. So I'm going to take the link to my source itself, and I'm going to place it in here and just hit create, and we'll see what it gives us. And this is what it gives us. This is totally fine to use if you'd like to. It's a little wordy and large and a little clunky in my opinion, so I am going to show you how to add it manually. If we go to manual, I'm going to click news here, and it's going to bring up this form. It's a template that is used on Wikipedia, and we're going to go ahead and just fill it in. So the author of this article is Matilda Price. So we'll do last name first. And first name Matilda. I'm going to do the source date. This was published on June 20th, 2025. So June 20, 2025. And then the source title, sorry. I'm just going to copy and paste the title of the article itself. Place that in here. And then the URL. We're going to take our URL again, place it right in here. That should be all you need. You can also add the publication, the name of the publication. So for example, if it is a very well-known publication that has its own Wikipedia page, you can do the double brackets and do the Wall Street Journal. And that will actually link you to the Wikipedia page within that citation. Typo there. But for this example, this source did not, and the publication did not have a Wikipedia page, so we're just going to put it in, we can put it in the cyclenews.com. And then you're just going to click insert, and it will bring it up right here. Since this is already in there, I'm not going to add it. But next I want to show you how to add a book. That's a little bit different, and I'm going to show you where you'll go to get the information you'll need to add a book citation. So if we go back up to cite and we do manual and click book, it will bring up a very similar form to the one we had before, but I'll show you what you need to do. So what I like to do is I tend to go to the Amazon listing for the book. It'll usually have all the information you need in there within that listing somewhere. So we're going to start off with adding the author. This example is good to show you because it has multiple authors, and I want to show you how you have to engage those fields to be able to add multiple authors. So we'll start by adding the first author, who is Luke Edwardes Evans. Get rid of this up here. First name is Luke. And then there's multiple authors. So if you look over here on the left, you can click any of these boxes and it will bring up that field for you to be able to fill in. So we're obviously going to want to add in 2 more authors. So we'll click last name 2 and first name 2, and then last name 3 and first name 3, because there were 3 authors for this one. So you can go ahead and add the title in if you'd like, just working in order. I will just pretty much copy and paste that into here from my Amazon listing. And then Sergei Leger. The next author, third author, is Andy McGrath. This source usually won't have a date because it'll be the publishing date, so we'll skip down to that. To the publisher. The publisher here is Welbeck. I'm not entirely sure if they have a link, but we can try and add it. Let's see what happens. And the year of publication, I believe, is 2025, so 2025. And then you're going to need to add in the book's ISBN. It tells you right here that you do need to add the 13-digit ISBN. And I'll show you if you look, and usually somewhere on the Amazon listing, you'll be able to find all the details. And here is the 13-digit ISBN. We're just going to add that in. Now, if this was a second edition or a third edition, you would want to go ahead and add in the edition here. So if it's the second edition of a similar book, you'd add second here. That is really all you'll need to do. And then we're just going to insert it. And there you have it. Your book is now added as a source. Then all you would do once you have completed adding your sources is you'd click Publish Changes and you would be live on the page.